there everyone, once again I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. I was supposed to work on a topic called redox reaction, how to balance redox reaction, talking about reduction and oxidation reaction. There is a particular reaction whereby oxidation and reduction takes place at the same time. So how do we balance this kind of reaction? So for you to know that, or for you to be able to balance redox reaction, there is need for you to understand the concept oxidation number. So the question is, what is oxidation number? Oxidation number is the hypothetical charge of an element. And I do say, if you can detect the valency of an element, it's just for you to put a plus or minus to give us the oxidation number. And take note of this: all group 1 elements, they have the oxidation number of +1. All group 2 elements, they have the oxidation number of +2. Group 3 elements +3. Group 7 elements is -1. Group 6 elements is -2. While group 8 or group 0 element has the oxidation number of 0. Please take note of this: every element, every compound at all in the periodic table has the oxidation number of 0. Now let me explain this. Water is a compound. The oxidation number of water is 0. H2SO4 is a compound. The oxidation number of this guy here is what? Is 0. Now, what about ammonia? The oxidation number, this is a compound, it's a neutral compound. The oxidation number is 0. But assuming you have NH4 plus, the oxidation number of a radical will be the charge of the ion, the charge of the radical. So the oxidation number here will be what? +1. If you have let's say SO4 2 minus, the oxidation number here will be what? -2. So just go to take the charge. What about NO3 minus? The oxidation number there will be what? -1. So that's everything about these are some of the rules you should take note of while calculating oxidation number. Now let me pick the water again. A question might come in this format: what is the oxidation number of hydrogen in water? What's the oxidation number of hydrogen in water? What you should do is, how many hydrogen do you have there? 2H plus oxygen is equal to 0. Oxygen is in group 6. Let me write. Group 1 element has the oxidation number of +1. Group 2 element has the oxidation number of +2. Group 3 element is +3. Group 7 element is -1. Group 8 element is 0. Group 6 element is -2. So oxygen belongs to group 6 in the periodic table. So therefore, the oxidation number of oxygen is -2. We already know that hydrogen belongs to group 1. So the oxidation number there will be +1. But let's just check. So we have 2H plus O is equal to 0. This is oxygen. Please take note. Then I'll have 2H again plus oxygen here will give us -2 is equal to 0. That will give us 2H minus 2 plus minus will give us minus is equal to 0. That will give us 2 hydrogen is equal to +2. If you divide both sides by 2, H will give us what? +1. That's the answer. So if you want to write this, here will be +1, here will be minus what? 2. But how many -1 do we have here? How many +1 do we have here? We have 2 + 1. So +1 times 2 is going to give us +2. So +2 minus 2 is going to give us what? 0. That's why the oxidation number of this whole compound here is what? Is 0. So let's try another one again. H2SO4. So if you are asked what is the oxidation number of sulfur in H2SO4, so what you have to do: 2 hydrogen plus sulfur plus 4 oxygen is equal to 0. Please, this is oxygen, not O, or not 0. Then you have 2 hydrogen. Hydrogen is in group 1, will give us +1 plus sulfur plus 4. Oxygen is -2 is equal to 0. So 2 times 1 will give us 2 plus sulfur. 4 times -2 is going to give us -8 is equal to 0. Then 2 plus sulfur -8 is equal to 0. Then from there I will say sulfur is equal to 8. Yes, because here is negative, when it crosses it become positive. Minus here is positive, when it crosses it become negative 2. So sulfur is equal to what? +6. Now let's check something out. That also say hydrogen already, we believe that hydrogen is +1. Sulfur here is a +6. then oxygen here is minus 2. But let's confirm, how many hydrogen do we have here? 2. 2 times plus 1 will give us plus 2. Here is going to give us plus 6, just one sulfur. Then 4 times minus 2 will give us minus 8. So plus 2 plus 6 will give us plus 8, minus 8 will give us what? 0. So that's it. Now, most cases, they will give you a form of a radical. You are still going to follow the same pattern. Welcome back. So in this particular questions here, we are solving for sulfur, we are solving for carbon, we are solving for carbon, chromium, oxygen, and magnesium. So what we are going to do is that, like what I said earlier, the first one we are going to have calcium plus sulfur plus oxygen. Let me write oxygen like this, or let me just use the 4O is equals to what? 0. Like what I said earlier, calcium belongs to group 2 in the periodic table, so the oxidation number of calcium will be plus 2 plus sulfur plus oxygen is minus 2 is equals to 0. Then we have 2 plus sulfur minus 8 give us 0. 4 minus 2, 4 times minus 2 will give us minus 8. So if you collect item, sulfur is equals to 8 minus 2. Sulfur is equals to what? Plus 6. If you are wondering how is it 8 minus 2 plus 8 minus 2, that's how we came about getting this 6. So if you try this as well, the answer will still give us 0. Here will be 2, here will be 6, and here will be minus 8. So 2 plus 6 minus 8 is going to give us what? 0. So let's check the second one. The second one we have there is CO2. We are solving for carbon. So we say carbon plus oxygen is equals to 0. Then carbon plus minus 2 times 2 is equals to what? 0. That will give us carbon plus, here will give us minus 4 is equals to 0. So carbon is equals to plus 4. So if here is plus 4, here is minus 2. How many minus 2 do we have there? 2. So plus 4 minus 4 is still going to give us what? 0. So let's try this other one here. The next one we have there is C plus O is equals to 0. Carbon plus minus 2 is equals to 0. Carbon minus 2 is equals to 0. Carbon is equals to what? Plus 2. So as easy as that. Here is minus 2. Here is plus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 is going to give us what? 0. So let's try this. Na2CO3. So if you have Na2 plus carbon plus C plus carbon, yes, plus 3 oxygen, everything is equal to what? 0. Sodium is a group 1, so the oxidation number of sodium will definitely be 1. So that's 2 times 1 plus carbon plus minus 2. How many oxygen is there? Is 3. Is equal to what? 0. So here will give us 2 plus C minus 6 is equal to 0. That will give us carbon is equal to 6 minus 2, which is equal to what? Plus 4. So if you check as well, it's still going to give us the same thing. Here will give us here will give us 2, here will give us plus 4, then here will give us minus 6. So it's still going to give us the same thing. Now let me try this one, then you will do this 2 for me. Let me do the last one, magnesium oxide. So magnesium oxide, we are solving for magnesium. Magnesium is in group 2 already, so the answer will definitely be plus 2. So if magnesium is in group 2, let's try something here. Oxygen is, which is magnesium, plus oxygen is equal to 0. So we have magnesium minus oxygen is equal to 0. Then magnesium is equal to what? Plus 2. So that's it. Then let me give you this very one before we call it a day. K2 plus 2Cr plus 7 oxygen is equal to 0. Potassium is 1, so will that be 2 times 1 plus 2Cr, we are solving for chromium, plus 7 times minus 2, which is equal to 0. Here will give us 2. Here will give us 2 plus 2Cr plus 14 is equal to 0. 7 minus 7 times 2. Minus 14 rather, because of this negative sign. So we have 2Cr is equals to plus 14 minus 2. So 2Cr is equal to what? 6. We are not looking for 2Cr, we are looking for for Cr. So chromium is equals to 6 divided by 2. That is chromium is equals to what? Sorry, give us 12. Have you gotten my answer? So chromium will be equals to 12 divided by 2. That will give us plus 6. Just for you to divide both sides by 2 here, you are going to get plus 6 as your answer. So just try this one out. What is the oxidation number of sodium in this reaction? And please, at the end of the OT, when you confirm your answer, Na2O must be equal to what? To 0. Probably in our next class, I will be diving into redox reaction, how to balance redox reaction, what oxidation stands for, what reduction stands for, how to know a reducing agent, and how to know an oxidizing agent. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to smash the subscription button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please feel free to drop a comment. Goodbye.